This episode of Living the Dram is brought to you by Rupert's Pet Cremation and Transport. Rupert's Pet Cremation and Transport offers individual pet cremations on the Central Coast. They aim to ease the grief associated with losing a beloved pet by providing a compassionate and respectful service. Rupert's fully trained and caring team will look after everything from collection to return of your pet's ashes within 4 business days. They have a range of urns to choose from, and you can personalise the plaque with your own inscription. Furthermore, each cremation package comes with a free memorial box and a range of keepsakes. You can also customise the package by adding a framed paw print mould and or garden memorial stone and or. I think I should have edited that better, put slashing. But more information is available at rpct.com.au. Mention the podcast and you'll get a free paw print mould with your cremation package. Conditions apply. Rupert's Pet Cremation and Transport. They treat your pet like their own.
This episode is brought to you by the Duff Bus, providing safe, fun, affordable and responsible travel to music festivals around Australia. Love festivals but hate driving? The Duff Bus has been safely carrying people interstate for 5 years and is much more than just a coach journey.
Fuck, I hate driving.
The Duff Bus is an environmentally friendly alternative to driving, and they're committed to reducing the carbon footprint of festivals. The Duff Bus offers you an experience you'll never forget. You're bound to make new friends for life, travelling with a bunch of awesome, like-minded duffers. Rather than spending $100 plus on petrol, then driving hours to rural Australia, then being herded like domestic animal into holding pens while you wait to get in, you'll be catching a coach with a professional driver so you can sit back and relax or get psyched with the other passengers. No fuss. And there's no fretting about getting pulled over by the cops. There's storage space too, so you don't need to worry about stuffing your car to the brim. And the party keeps going once you arrive. You'll have the chance to pitch a tent at the designated Duff Bus camping area where the team will provide a kick-ass camp and good times. The 2019-2020 summer will see the Duff Bus head to not Subsonic, because that's been postponed due to fires, Rainbow, Earth Frequency, Esoteric and Rabbits Eat Lettuce. Single Duff return trips cost from $100, but if you're a multi-duffer, this year you can get those itchy dancing feet and feel that only one festival this summer isn't going to satiate. You can book multiple trips and save cash. For every additional trip you book, you'll save another $30. Be part of the solution. Check out www.duffbus.com.au for more info. Terms and conditions apply.
Sustainable duff.
You're right, it is.
I hope we have a future with this new computer that we're using.
We're getting a little few technical difficulties.
Onward and upward. Onward and upward. Welcome,
Absolutely.
welcome. Merry Christmas, people. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Rickus.
May your period be as festive as ever.
Happy Festivus.
For the rest of us.
And Happy New Year as well.
We're going to go. All right. Full disclosure, yeah, we're late as fuck. What is it, like the 3rd? Yeah, 3rd of January.
Still though, this is our Christmas episode. And, yeah, fuck, it's the first one of the new year.
That's it.
It's lovely to fucking be here. That's why we're
Sure
wearing
is.
Christmas hats. Christmas hats.
Yeah, Ricky don't usually hat for nobody.
No, I mean, I have a beautiful bald head. I usually don't cover it with anything except sunscreen. Sunscreen is important when you have no hair on your head, let me tell you. It's been a big year, Rick.
It has. Jeez. What hasn't happened?
Well, stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that we can't even conceive of, and that's why it hasn't happened.
No. So, on to what has happened.
It has been a big year. A lot of stuff has happened. We've had shock, we've had awe, we've had sporting success and sporting failure. The Dragons done no good. It's terrible.
The Mariners still won't do any good.
Hey, they won a game the other day.
Yeah, it was nice to be there, but never count my chickens.
And that's fair.
With those blokes.
That is fair. Those damn Roosters won the premiership 2 years in a row. Bugger 'em. But, you know, the mighty New Orleans Saints are looking like they're a chance if they can win, you know, without the first round bye. If they can win 2 games, they can, maybe make it to the Super Bowl.
I think if Mariners win every single game they've got left, they might make it to the finals. Not unheard of.
Not unheard of at all.
Big ask.
I think they can do it. Well, I like to think that they'll do it.
I'd like to think they can do it.
Australia retained the Ashes in England. That was impressive.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I believe the ladies did as well, did they? Have I got that totally wrong?
No, I think the ladies are undefeated. They are just killing it. Killing it. There was a Rugby World Cup?
There was. What happened? I'm guessing Australia didn't do too well.
Nah, we done no good.
Yeah, they didn't. They only promote that shit when we're going well.
I'm trying to remember who won. I think England made the final. Oh, gee.
Was it Ireland or Wales, possibly?
Nah.
I think they've got a crushing squad at the moment. It's one of the British. What do you call them? They're not states. What are they?
I think South Africa might have won it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was South Africa that won it. Good on them. I don't follow rugby that much.
I prefer to watch a high-class game of rugby than a domestic game of rugby league, though.
Yeah, that's fair enough. If it's a really good game,
like an international
of rugby
game,
yeah, I'll give you that.
I prefer that than the domestic rugby league.
What else happened this year?
Well, old mate Pell.
Oh, yep.
Got a shout out from Flavor Flav. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
You haven't seen? Oh, you could. There's this site where a bunch of B-grade celebrities sign up to, and you can pay $100, $200, $300 to get like a selfie YouTube recorded video shouting somebody out, so you can pay for yourself. But some guy, I think maybe from Adelaide, paid Flavor Flav to shout out Cardinal Pell. So yeah, that's my man. I don't know what he did for the boys' choir.
Oh dear. Oh yep, he got himself in some trouble. Yes. Some dude got egged. Egg boy.
Old mate, yeah. Who was? I don't even know. He was a Polly.
Politicians. Everyone got shocked when the Liberals got re-elected. Good old ScoMo. Well, it was a year of plenty.
ScoMo and his thoughts and prayers.
There was
a truckload of thoughts and prayers has arrived. Yeah, I bet she's thinking and praying about all the bushfire victims. Yeah,
it's a terrible way to end the year with the bushfires here in Australia. We and there was tragedy throughout. In Sri Lanka there was those bombings that killed over 200 people, and obviously the shootings in Christchurch, our neighbours to the south. That was real shite. Real shite. I got a soft spot for Kiwis. I don't care what anyone says. I like them.
Christchurch Botanical Gardens is one of the nicest places I've ever been during the spring. I
really like Christchurch. I know some really wonderful people in Christchurch. Know some really wonderful people on the South Island. And it was tragic they had to go through that. It just goes to show there's a lot of fuckwits on the planet, isn't there? People that think that, well, I don't know what the fuck goes through their head, but people that think and shooting other people solves any kind of problem.
About to say the most hypocritical thing ever, because I reckon shooting them would have solved a couple of problems.
That'd be weapons grade irony, that.
AK-47 style. Choke on my boomstick.
But the reason that we've sat down, well, one of the biggest things that happened this year is new people being brought into the world. My brother had a baby. Shout out to my little bro.
Hats off to Dan.
Cheers.
Dan, Tammy, little Harper. Love your work, guys.
Yeah, that was well done. So, new people brought into the world, that's worth raising a glass to. So we can't focus on the negatives. Good things did happen.
Unfortunately, far too few. A Storm Area 51, did anything happen with that?
I'm not sure what Storm Area 51 was.
That's,
I'm guessing from the title that we were supposed to storm Area 51.
Yeah, there was a day back in maybe September, October, November. It all started out of a meme. Someone, Storm Area 51, let's see what they got in there. They can't stop all of us. So I'd imagine a bunch of dudes, and then it just, the whole meme got blown way out of control. I started talking about if you run like Naruto. If you run like Naruto, you run faster than the bullets. It's basically bullet time.
How'd that work out for them?
Yeah, you didn't really hear in the news that thousands of nerds were massacred.
Must have been a
Denver
cover-up.
as well. Probably.
Clearly a cover-up.
Probably. By the Greys themselves, by the lizard people under Denver Airport.
Fucking aliens.
Fucking reptilians, I tell ya. Taking our water, stealing our jobs and our Mexicans.
But
anyway, what's the point of being here?
Well, the point of being here, this one's completely off the cuff. We've done no research. We've not prepped in any way, shape or form. We've decided that we're going to sit down and give each other a present. Because that's what mates do. They, when they drink whiskey, they find an excuse to fucking give each other bottles of whiskey. So, here we are, pretending it's Christmas, a little after. And
if it weren't Christmas, would I not wear this?
Well, exactly. It must be Christmas. I've got a fucking pom-pom on the end of my sock. It's on my head. And it's red and white. Go the Dragons. So, to explain it to those at home, we've bought each other a bottle of whiskey. And we've ascertained that we haven't bought each other the same bottle of whiskey through nefarious
means. For a start,
means.
yours is round and mine is squared.
Yeah, exactly. So, but and our aim is to give each other this bottle of whiskey and then drink the fucking thing, not the whole thing. Yeah. I mean, we could
not with that attitude. So, we've wetted our palate with a delicious Christmas type whiskey. Lovely Jurek Zone, which I don't have too much left. Lovely and sweet though.
Oh, just delightful.
Really nice.
Super
Christmassy after dinner whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, very smooth. Very
Lots of sweet high notes. You know, fruit cake.
Yeah, lots of honey.
Yeah. Beautiful. Real nice. So that's, as I said, we've done no research here. I don't know what's in his box. He doesn't know what's in mine. So how can you research it? And this isn't an informative podcast. This one's about simply
the joy of giving.
That's it. You know, just giving each other a bottle and then opening it and tasting the shit out of it.
And then maybe arguing about whose gift was the better gift.
Yeah, fucking A.
So, I think I'm going to start by allowing you to play a game of 20 questions to see what's in this box. So I think that'll be entertaining.
Alright. I haven't played 20 questions since I was in high school. We can do it. Alright.
Yeah, we're going to get some tally marks going here.
Question 1.
And they're yes or no questions. Yeah,
Okay.
That's how 20 questions works, I'm pretty sure.
Cool. You're the expert.
Yeah.
So, first question. Is it peated?
Yes.
Is it Isla?
No.
Is it Speyside?
No.
Is it Highlands?
No.
Is it... Fuck me, where do I go from here? Is it from an island?
No.
So it's from the mainland.
But I don't know, the islands are considered Highland anyway, aren't they? Most of them. Like Jura, I'm pretty sure gets considered Highland. Isle of Mull is considered Highland. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, so I'm saying no, it's not
It's not an island, and it's not Highland.
How many questions have I asked?
That's 5.
Is it a no age statement?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a specialty finish?
I don't believe so.
So is it from a region I would recognise?
Yes.
Ah. Is it from Campbelltown?
Yes.
Alright, so it's a peated from Campbelltown. Is it a long run?
It sure as fuck is.
Fuck yeah. Come
Merry
on.
Christmas, my brother.
Woo! Oh, well,
Just destroy it. That's what. I don't think it's a particular finish now. It's just
oh, look at that.
Monroe NAS.
That is fucking
Well done.
beautiful.
What'd you get? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Well,
Well, you got it on
your
your. You got it on your 10th.
Cool. Alright, well, that's fucking beautiful. Look at that.
I hope so. I hope it's true to form.
I'm really looking forward to that. Alright, so,
I hope it's.
would you
Oil and peat.
like to also play 20 questions?
I'm actually a bit scared, but no, why not?
Alright.
Why not? Okay, so my first question is it Scotch?
Yes, it's Scotch.
Okay, alright.
That was a good question. That's probably where I should have started.
This I was thinking about this earlier.
Yeah.
So now, is it peated?
Yes.
Ooh, peated. And that leads me to say, is it Isla?
Yes.
Ooh. It's not a bad, yeah. By odds here, I'm going to smash it. Where do we go from here? Okay, is it an NAS?
Yes.
Ooh. Got a lot of affirmatives here. This is good. It's positive reinforcement. Let's go. I'm going to go with Freud because that's round. Is it the Freud?
It is the Freud.
The Freud. Alright, cool. Nice. I think what I don't have for Freud now. I know there's one of them, but I can't fucking think of what it is. I don't know, in the interest of good airtime, I might have to bow out here.
That's fair. You probably wouldn't have got it anyway, I don't reckon.
Okay.
But open the shit out of that.
Thank you, my friend.
Hey, fucking welcome. Yeah, that fucker is well wrapped.
Layers. This isn't law.
Nope.
No, okay, because I don't know that. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I
What kind of
wrapped the
paper is
shit
this?
out of it.
No airspace. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice. Lovely.
Lefroy Brodia.
I was going to say it's probably pronounced Helen.
So it's a...
But I was going to... Okay, cool. I was going to assume surely this means brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason that I chose it, because the word is Norse for
This
brother.
guy. This guy.
And it is also... It's an export peated specialty finish. And I know you love your fucking export.
Really starting to.
So I figured
Dude,
the
that looks
combination...
divine.
Yeah, I thought the combination of peat and port could fucking go wonderfully together. But the main reason was that, for those, and the fact that it was called brother, it just fucking worked for me. Merry
Christmas, my
fucking
man.
Christmas, bro.
So,
Let's fucking
I guess.
pour these fuckers up.
rinse out this one. That one's good to do. 12.
Lovely.
This looks special. It's like a different colour than normal.
Yeah, well, I was damn sure I wasn't giving you something that you already had.
Oh, look at that.
Fuck that.
My passports are...
You get to be a friend of Lefroy. Fuck yeah.
So yeah, I actually sent him an email about how I was struggling to find how you can search your neighbour's plots. They seem to have taken that feature away.
Fuckers.
So yeah, I sent them an email saying, yeah, what's going on? And the good people at the Freud said they're going to come back with a bigger and better website. So that's something to look forward to.
Oh, good on. I mean, you know, we live in that world now, don't we? Where you have to have a good website.
Speaking of which, ours isn't looking too bad.
That's true. If you haven't been on ours, please do go and visit it. Find out what's coming up. Listen to other episodes you may not have listened to. And it gives you the portal to give a shit. You can't do that just sitting there listening to it. You've got to get online, get amongst it, and then you've earned the right to give us whatever shit you like.
Exactly. Oh, so what are we looking at first?
Whoa.
You're into the long row?
They both smell amazing.
Well, that does, doesn't it?
Oh. And they smell, obviously they smell quite different.
Oh, wow, yeah, okay. Well, the Freud is still, I would say, much more peatier than the long row.
Yep.
That port, that really deep port, sitting low on the nose. God, they smell divine.
They really do. They both have gorgeous robes.
Actually, there's something a little bit deeper I'm finding in the long row that's actually like a little bit rancid. So I'm trying to get a good robe out of it.
Yeah, the long robe's got the, that's robe for days. Yeah,
There's something really bottom end, really almost...
super bottom end, you're
like,
right.
It's almost like composty, like really humusy vegetation, sort of.
Yeah, real
almost
bottom
deep
end.
and spinachy, really green, earthy.
Yeah, earthy's the right word, I think. You can, it's almost, because I mean, peat is fossilized vegetation. So you can...
Isn't peat on its way to being cold? Come on.
I mean, it could be. But, yeah, that's... As far as I'm aware, it's fossilized vegetation. And that's why it burns. Whereas, what's coal? Coal's carbon, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Well, everything's fucking carbon.
Yeah, essentially.
I would assume
Carbon compounds.
coal would be more pressurized version.
That's exactly what
There you go. So peat on the surface, coal underneath.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
So yeah, the long rows, there's definitely the peat there. There's a little sting to it.
A little bit of a, I don't know, nasal heat. A few fumes that come out the top end. It's nice though for an NAS. I've sipped a couple of times.
Okay.
For an NAS, this is very smooth. This is going down well.
Yeah, so it's mainly peat on the nose with something undercutting it, maybe a leathery or tea, kind
So
of.
it's got a got a sweetness to it, like a deep. It's kind of like a caramel tart with cherries on top that my mum used to make.
Ooh.
She probably still does. There's
Yeah,
a sweetness.
as you said that, I could the smell of shortbread
Yeah, there you go. That's the base.
came to me. Yeah,
That's the base of the pie.
so like the buttery shortbread.
Yeah, that's a lot of butter actually. Now that you've
Yeah,
yeah, that's what that what else did I say? Almost rancid. It's got that strange earthy. That's the earthy.
Yeah.
That's I think the butter,
yeah, it's buttery.
and it's a really thick, deep butter. It's a very rich butter.
Like almost ghee.
Mm.
Yeah, it's.
That's very, very nice though.
I'm looking forward to tasting it.
That's
Oh,
for an NAS, dude.
it's so thick in the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking
But that is
gloriously oily.
Like the butter.
It's thick. It's like it just coats your entire mouth. This is one of the oiliest drams that we've done here.
I'm pleased. I'm pleased at this decision.
Oh, it's so viscous. Right.
Even
Super buttery on the tongue.
even as an NAS, man, that's really smooth. That road is just
It's
ridiculous.
incredible. It's such
Thick,
a beautifully
wide.
chewy dram. It's super buttery.
But it is.
Yeah, there's a little bit of I mean, maybe I'm associating popcorn with the butter, but it's almost like there's some salt to it, and I think the buttery and salt to it is making me think of popcorn.
Okay. So I was going down with a little bit of sort of pepper, a little bit of bite, the spice. I'm going down to more like a butter chicken kind of
Yes. Yep.
kind of thing happening there, which is amazing considering that's a good tie-in actually. Isn't because the Long Row comes out of Springbank, which is one of the distilleries that do all their own stuff
They do all
in
their
house.
Yep. Everything's in house. Floor maltings, everything.
Wasn't it a distillery in India that is one of the few that also do
Yeah, the only distillery
Paul
in India.
Paul John whiskey in India is
right.
one of the few other major distilleries in the world that malts all of its barley in house.
Yeah, right. That is absolutely.
That is Merry Christmas,
Yeah,
my brother.
fucking thank
Slancho.
you. That is such a wonderful fucking gift. It's delicious. It's thick. The finish is so fucking long. Finish for days.
That's going to look amazing on your shelf.
Mm-hmm.
That is really nice.
That's everything I wanted from the long run. Like, you know, I knew that.
Can you imagine what anything with a 10, 12, 15, 18 is going to be off tap?
Oh, wow.
An 18 would be...
And the peat's a beautiful accompaniment to it as well. Like, you know, it's not dominant like those low...
I'm starting to find now that I've got used to it, that buttery and the oiliness is really... That's the star here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like liquid shortbread. You know, it's just... It's so... It's like liquid crumbly. You know how shortbread crumbles in your mouth and turns into, like, you know, just dissolves?
A good shortbread,
Yeah.
a good fresh shortbread.
This is the whiskey equivalent of really good, buttery, you know, flaky shortbread that just melts in your mouth. This just fucking melts in your fucking mouth. This is superb.
Keep going back. Might have to leave some. I don't know if I want to add some water. What is this running at? Anyway, 46. Okay, so it's semi-high-ish.
Oh, that's so fucking good. For a no age statement,
That's beautiful.
that is so good. Like,
And I
there
think
is
it's
nowhere near the sting that you get with a lot of no age
And
statements.
I wonder if that's the oil and the butter that is really taking care of that.
Yep. Yeah, like with a lot of no age statements, you really struggle because the vapor is dominant. You know, whereas this is not the case at all. It's a pleasant background spice and accompaniment. You know, yes, it's a little young, that's not what you focus on in any way, shape, or form. You know, you just sit there and you go, as you said, my God, what would the fucking 10, 12, 18-year-old be like? That could be whiskey to, you know, that could be that's whiskey to, you know, no wonder they make such small amounts of it. You know, that is absolutely fucking divine. Thank you so much, brother.
You're most welcome.
So delighted
Most
with
welcome,
that.
good man.
Oh,
I'm delighted with that.
that is fantastic. Now, brother, let us. Oh,
Love
wow.
the smoky note on that though.
And that's
proper smoke.
Proper peat, proper smoky. There are high notes in there from the port, but it smells like an island.
I could really smell the char almost to the point of charcoal.
Yeah.
After the. But it's nice. It's not. Yeah, it doesn't detract in any way. You can just smell how much more burnt, I guess, this smells compared to the long row that the Brodir.
Yeah, it's very Isla.
Oh, actually,
there's salt, there's smoke, but there's the sweet notes from the export cask as well.
They're really nice, drifting right up top.
Yeah, I'm really interested in just seeing how the two marry, the peat and the port.
And this is 48. Ooh. This might end up benefiting from a drop.
Yeah, there's some. There's a bit of cherry in there.
Something dark.
Certainly some dark fruit. Maybe
Some dark and
maybe plum.
It's towards the very, very ripe end.
Yeah, like a super ripe plum.
But I guess that's characteristic for the port. Actually, yeah, it's all raisins, dates. Bit of plum. Yeah, actually, this is not a bad salty Christmas pudding kind of.
Yeah, there's complexity on the palate that I didn't expect from the nose.
And also for a mass, that's pretty damn smooth.
And it's quite textured as well. Like it's a chewier dram than I was expecting. It's definitely got an oiliness to it that that surprises me.
Those is very pretty well.
The oiliness doesn't. It's there at the start. It contributes to a nice long finish though, but it's the top notes carry it through. The peat is there, and the peat fades to allow the port influence to come through afterwards. And those.
So I think it's almost more aggressive than that the port chases away the peat.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's very nice. It's sort of third, fourth sip down, you start to feel that you can taste it's leaving something right in the middle towards the back of my mouth that just lets me know that it's a little bit young.
Yeah, it is. It's a little young and tastes a little younger out of the two, but at the same time, it's got a little more dimension to it because of the cast finish. Yeah, because of the port cast finish, and obviously those traditional Lefroy notes of the salt and the wind. Not that you can taste the wind, but I always with most islands, I can imagine when I drink them, I imagine the waves crashing into the rock, and that spray. That's what I feel I can taste. The spray that's in the air. The beautiful undertone of the peat. It's again, you're right. It's raisins. It's almost
all the deep stuff, like you said.
It's pudding fruits. Yeah, exactly. Pudding fruits. It's a delightfully Christmassy, kind of a dram. And together, you've got pudding and shortbread. fucking delightful.
What a dessert. What a way to cap off the year. So what else has been good about the year? What have you been listening to that has really tickled your fancy throughout 2019?
Well, you know me, Rick. I'm a prog boy.
Very much so. I won't hold it against you.
And as we mentioned in, was it the first episode? Maybe the second episode? The new Tool album came out this year. And for mine, that was Album of the Year. Album of the Year.
I'd say it's definitely in my top 3. If not 5.
And look,
probably 3.
I'm thinking that a couple of ours are probably similar. I think Tool are going to get my top spot because I think that's just a fucking magnificent album, and with so much expectation, such a long wait for it.
Mm-hmm.
But in that vein, I think credit needs to go to Sir Devon Townsend as well. That dude, like Empath, was just such an amazing album.
Well, for me, that's number 1. I can't go past the production. Tool pulled out all the stops. They did everything you wanted, and it was just even more refined than the last time they did it. It was a showcase of their very best. It still is a showcase of their
It was a love
of their finest work to date. They've just consolidated everything. From now on, the world could explode, and it's a better place for having that album in it.
Correct.
Devon, the production of that is second to none. Second, unless you want to go baby metal, but hey, they're hardly going to be contenders for album of the year. No. Their production that's what keeps them rolling.
Yeah,
basically. Devon absolutely killed it. Absolutely slaughtered it.
It was fantastic.
There is no sound larger.
Yeah. And more intricate.
Like I get
just
more and more out of that every time I listen to it.
It's like a fucking onion or an ogre. Layers. What about parfait? Parfait got layers. That fucking whiskey's got layers.
Sure does.
What other? So there was.
I took a few notes actually, wrote down because there's lots of stuff that.
And you tend to
that floated my boat.
And you tend to introduce me to, or you keep me abreast of a lot of good shit that comes out. I can be quite. What do they call those fuckers?
Introverted.
Correct. I can be quite introverted. I can shut myself up. I find it quite easy and not really pay much attention to the world at large around me. And you bring a lot of stuff to mind. Probably one of my top 3 albums was something that you threw at me as a wild card.
Is that Veil of Imagination?
By Will to Run? Run. That was a fantastic album.
That's in my top 5,
yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah, that's a really good album from a band that I'd never heard of.
No, and I don't know if I want to hear anything else. They can just leave it at that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be content.
Yeah.
That was yeah. I think, didn't I market it to you as like if you're as pissed off about Opeth?
Yes.
About your mum enjoying Opeth?
I think the text said something along the lines of, if you're as butthurt about your mum being more into Opeth than you are these days, check these guys out.
Oh, this might fill the void. I think this might fill the void. And yeah, because up until then I played you that Disillusion, the Liberation, and that for me, I thought, oh geez, yeah, this is taking Opeth's mantle. It's not quite. It's a little bit more involved, but that Will to Run was just proggy enough to be.
Yeah, that was a good album.
Be a good Opeth successor.
So what other categories have you got lined up for us?
I wanted to mention Hail Stan, Periphery. Not just a brilliant name.
I really like Periphery.
Yeah, that album was amazing.
And that came out this year, did it?
Yeah, Hail Stan was this year.
Excellent. I'm going to give that a real thrashing. As a result of I mean, again, so this is how uninformed I can be. I had no idea that they'd released a new album this year, but based on all their other stuff, like those dudes can write
tunes.
Yeah.
They really can write
Talented
tunes.
bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
Who else? I've got to give a few shout outs here.
Please do.
Age of Excuse by Ngla, which is a black metal band. I wonder if I seriously think that that's the sound that you make, like if somebody slits at your throat and you die, like, Ngla. That's the last thing you say.
Well, that'd be a very black metal thing to do.
It would be. Especially if it was in the forest, in the snow, in Schweden. It's a farm north, Speciaroda Borealis over there. Who else? Apoptosis by the band Allegion, which are mad, just tech thrash death. I don't know what you'd even call them, but they totally float my boat so hard. And Korn's album was surprisingly not shit. That was a bit of a return to form.
You've said that a couple of times. I still haven't brought myself to listen to it yet.
Yeah, no, just put it, if you can't decide what to put on, and you're feeling youthful, maybe. Just yeah, it is surprisingly not shit.
How many albums have they released since Follow the Leader?
I don't know. It's probably 16. No, probably not. All right, it's probably in all seriousness, it's probably close to like 4 or something.
Yeah, right.
But that's a long time.
That is a very long.
Probably 5. Actually, they did a few different things. They
the
did
first half of Follow the Leader was a good half of an album.
They did that dubstep thing as well. Do you remember that? They had Skrilly come on and fucking
No, I think the last time I listened to Korn seriously was 1999.
Actually, I wasn't Follow the Leader just after that.
I think it was just before that. Because I remember psyching myself up for my HSC exam, my drama HSC exam. It may have been Got the Life, but it was, in fact, yeah, I think it was. It was Got the Life. That was a solid track.
It was. I like that Justin. That was that was fat.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I think that was the last time I listened to Korn with any...
Well, it is. This is... I seriously think that... I can't even remember what it's called. Doesn't matter. Korn 2019. Return to form.
Alright.
Back to the old school. It's worth a listen. It's worth
I'll have a
chucking on.
crack at it.
Same with Rammstein. They did exactly the same thing. Rammstein.
Those dudes have been doing the same fucking show for 20 years.
Exactly. But this was... Yeah, they're just maintaining.
Okay.
And lastly, Soilwork.
Yeah, that was a good album.
That was good. That was a nice...
Yeah, you put that on for me. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was good. Euro as fuck. But hooks for days. And that's pretty much my year in music. There's a few things I discovered this year that are old, but like Beats Antique.
Oh yeah, Beats Antique are great.
Yeah, love that. And maybe Samaras. I might have discovered them as well.
Well, I came across Glitch Mob this year,
and
that's given me a lot of joy.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed listening to Glitch Mob. Now, I'd ask you favourite movies for the year, but you are one of those dudes that just doesn't fucking watch movies.
I was just going to say, I don't know if I watched a single film this year. I probably did. Actually, I passed out watching... What's that one where Jake Gyllenhaal is like a cop? And he's a cop with some other dude, and they end up getting the shit shot out of him. It's pretty brutal.
Couldn't tell you.
It might be called The Watch or something like that.
It's
pretty gnarly.
I'm not a huge movie dude. Yeah, my favourite movie every year is The Big Lebowski. Because I watch it 2 or 3 times a year. Because it's the best fucking movie. Hands down.
I will not confirm or deny, but I'll sit closer on the confirmed side of the fence.
It's look, I love watching it. It's the holy film. You know, at the end of the day, it wouldn't be right if I didn't watch it a couple of times a year.
So the oak's really starting to come out in that.
Is that in
the
Freud? Yeah, a bit of wood does come through.
Yes, but I'm still getting lots of charcoal.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely loving it.
That's why they char the fucking barrels.
Who was it that chars them? Maker's Mark. That's right. Maker's Mark barrels. Full of
Freud. Yeah, I think you're right. But I didn't watch a lot of new films this year. I did. It's recency bias because I only watched it yesterday or the day before. But I did watch Zombieland Double Tap.
I haven't seen it yet.
The sequel. I fucking love Woody Harrelson.
That first one is It's fucking magic. It's
Superb.
one of the greatest films ever written.
It's a superb.
As far as I'm concerned, it's not going to win any awards.
I love a piss take on a genre, and really good parody. Really good piss take on the genre of the original Zombieland, and I did it right. I decided that I'd watch the first one, and then watch the second one after it. So I got the whole, yeah, that's right, this film's really good. And then got the sequel and went, yeah, look, this isn't as good as the first one, but they've done things, because most sequels aren't as good as the original. Very few sequels are better, and I can't think of,
Toxicity.
Was Toxicity a sequel?
Yeah, it was the follow-up to Self-Titled.
Wasn't there one in between?
No. Oh, there was... No, Still This album came out after Toxicity.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, no. Okay.
Because that...
Mind you, that's not a sequel,
sure.
though. Because everyone expects a band to do more than one album. Whereas not everyone expects franchise of movies to come from your first movie.
True, okay, yeah.
So, I think it's, there's very few
I was just
sequels.
trying to be a cunt and prove you wrong.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. But you didn't. I'm sure you could, though, given enough time. But it's not your area of expertise. So. But yeah, I'm sure there's better movies that came out this year.
It might be.
I enjoyed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Tarantino's new film. But that's because I fucking love Brad Pitt. That dude's awesome. That dude can act, and it was quite darkly funny. Quite darkly funny.
Excellent. Oh, I might have to take these as a recommendation.
But I'm not.
Perhaps.
My memory's pretty shit, so we can move on from movies. What do you got?
Oh, let's keep it to the screen then. TV. What have you watched on TV this year that was any good?
Oh, look, I think anyone that enjoys the absurd and cutting as fuck humour has got to put season 4 of Rick and Morty. I mean, we waited over a year. We waited well more than a year for it. And it has not disappointed. It has been fucking superb. Dan Harmon is a fucking genius. Hands down. That cunt is fucking brilliant. And what I also did this year, I'd never watched Community before. And he was, writer and creator of that. So
catch that on, I think it's on SBS Flash maybe. I catch it sometimes and I don't find myself changing the channel when it's on. I
smashed through that entire thing.
It's pretty damn funny.
It's brilliant. I mean, very well cast. Very fucking well cast. And brilliantly written. Like, I was so fucking crushed when I got to the last episode. I went, that's it. And the odds of them doing the movie that they keep, because the whole thing through it was, fucking 6 seasons in a movie. But they're all fucking superstars. They're all, and Dan Harmon now has fucking, 70 odd, Rick and Morty episodes to write. I don't know if the movie's coming, but gee, I'd fucking watch it. You'd get my fucking money. Yes, you would.
That's like one of the series my wife and I started hooking into this year. It was called Colony. And we didn't realise until halfway through, close to the end of the second series, that it got axed after the third series.
Oh, brutal.
And it was really, really good. It's almost worth watching just based on in the sheer hope that in the next 50 years in our lifetime, I probably won't be alive in 50 years, but maybe 40 years. Hopefully they do the rest of them, because that was pretty sick.
Yeah, right.
That was pretty sick. It was as if you never really get to see the aliens, but as if the Earth gets overtaken by aliens and all of a sudden they drop down walls and put everybody into quadrants and they basically just start. They just treat us like cattle. That's crazy. And there's intermediaries, there's people in high up positions that get to, just brown nose, and then a rebellion tries to overthrow.
Cool.
And that was pretty sick. But it was just heartbreaking that the last episode we knew, like, this isn't going any further.
Yeah, it sucks.
But also this year there wasn't wasn't from this year, but stuff that I'd never seen before. That BoJack Horseman. Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
That's fucking great.
That was awesome.
That's really good. Like,
ruthlessly funny.
Just so ruthless. Like, you just, what a piece of shit. Such a piece of shit.
The epitome of scheiße.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but
This is
a
amazing.
piece of shit that you keep feeling sorry for.
Because it's the perfect...
You keep identifying
It's
with.
the perfect balance of just despicableness and vulnerability.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Really well written and perfectly absurd too.
Yeah.
So fucking absurd. Brilliant.
Yeah. And along with that, One Strange Rock. Did you see any of that?
No, I
It
didn't.
was nice. It reminded me of like Blue Planet in a way, but it's Will Smith is the host of this documentary.
Oh, I think I saw the first episode of it.
Yeah, it's sick, and it's got the guys from the space station.
Yes.
Yeah, that was magic.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I saw the first season of it.
When I heard it was
first
Will
episode.
Smith, I was thinking, Jesus, this is
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
weird,
yeah.
but no, he nails it.
Yep.
Absolutely nails
No,
it.
I saw the first episode. I quite liked it. It was something I was watching with other people, and for some reason other things came up. But
Oh, dude, that is the butter chicken of whiskies.
it's fucking brilliant, isn't it? That long row. That is absolutely delicious.
I can't believe that's a no-age statement. That is magically
Yeah,
smooth.
it's so smooth for a no-age statement.
It's
I'm glad we-
so big.
I'm really glad that we both went down the NAS path as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I reckon it's... And we both, I think we chose really well for each other. I think we
did. We've nailed, yeah.
And
We've
just,
shown each other a picture. And
and we gave each other a
perfectly
limit. So, because obviously you can, if you got money you can spend it, but we gave ourselves a limit, a ceiling of what we could spend, and I think I'm assuming
I think
that you
bang
did
for
the
our
same.
buck is
Huge,
Okay.
massive bang for buck, massive, and it's really fucking nice to be drinking both of these whiskies with you, brother. It really is.
once again. Oh, these are so good
The shortbread of
that
whiskey.
I'm going back for seconds to
And you
order
fucking
two.
should. You should. Now,
I'm just loving the
one last
almost
shout
like
out.
the sawdust of the.
One last shout out for the screen as well.
Mhm.
This was the year that I succumbed to the recommendation of several friends and watched Parks and Recreation and went from go to woe on that. And I was not disappointed at all. I feel a huge affinity for Ron Swanson. Not just because he drinks the same whiskey that I drink. I found the first season difficult to get through, but
Is that because he was not present?
I think he comes into it late. But the main thing is it's the writing and it's the comfort of the characters. The actors really fall into their roles in the second season and moving forward, and from there it's just superb. It really is. So if you're looking for recommendations of what to watch, don't go past the things that we've spoken about.
I'd have to say one of the best things I've seen this year was The Mandalorian.
I haven't seen that yet.
Being a Star Wars fan, being one of my favourite.
And that's a series, yeah?
Yes, my father's favourite story to tell people about how smart I was as a child is being able to operate the VCR at age 2 to put The Empire Strikes Back on, but not watch the show, just act it out with the figurines in the room instead.
Brilliant.
And I won't claim that makes me a fucking genius or anything. I'll claim that was a fun thing to do when you understood how shit worked. So The Mandalorian, for my money, fitting in, it enters the timeline just after Return of the Jedi. It is amazing.
Okay.
Action-packed.
So it's an add-on.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
To tuck in.
Superb. All right, excellent.
And is there one season, more than one season?
There's only one. This was the year.
Excellent.
Of the Mandalorian.
All right.
Also, Power is another season of the series that I've been watching, and they put out like season 6, I think. There's 5 or 6, and it's getting fucking ridiculous. It's worth getting started because it tickles all the boxes. It's all the sex, drugs, and violence
Okay, cool.
that most people look for, that keeps people interested.
What
But
about
now it's just getting completely ridiculous.
what about literature? Did you read anything amazing this year?
Only that. What was it called? Brent Weeks. We were talking about the other day. The Night Angel. Sorry.
Now, I'm not sure. Was that finished this year?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But that's what I read this year.
But so you telling me to read that started me reading his other series, The Lightbringer, which was completed this year. So the last book came out a month or 2 ago. And so that I can fucking recommend.
Nice. Yeah, I don't usually read current shit.
Brent Weeks, fantasy author. I think it's The Night Angel is the first trilogy. Is that right?
I'm pretty sure it's called the Night Angel trilogy.
And the second trilogy...
They're all called something about shadow, like the Way of Shadow.
Yeah, exactly. And the second trilogy is the Lightbringer trilogy. Now, I really enjoyed the Night Angel trilogy. It was good entry-level fantasy. You know, it was well written. The plot was good. The characters were
Was it
great.
like Tim Ferriss says though too? It's like it's young adult because the main character is a young adult.
Yeah, kind of. But at the same time, it wasn't incredibly complex.
No, it wasn't.
It was a nice... it was the space side of fantasy series.
I did think it was... you're talking about the Lightbringer. But
No,
I'm guessing...
no, I'm talking about the Night
Okay,
Angel.
the Night
Yeah.
Angel.
It was the
It was enough
Clemson
action. It was just the Die Hard of fucking literature.
Yeah, you're right. It was action centered.
But it was beautifully scripted, and then by the end you're like, I love those endings that are absolutely heartbreaking and crushing, but they're realistic.
Yep. Yes.
And that's exactly what this was. It's you wanted the fairy tale ending, but it's not quite. Quite.
So what I'd say about the Lightbringer series is that it's the Bowmore. You know, like it's a really complex and it's original, like really original magic system, really original political system, really intricate plot lines that keep you guessing. You think you stand on one side of an opinion, then you realise no, actually I stand
like
on this side.
Breaking Bad of
Like it's really fucking well written. So I got to give Brent Weeks a shout out. That was fucking really well done. Brilliant series, brilliantly written, brilliantly presented, and I didn't have to wait 10 fucking years for the thing to be completed. Like a whole bunch of prick fucking authors. Yes, Rothfuss, I'm looking at you. Stop fucking blogging and finish your fucking series. It's brilliant. We all want it finished. Stop being a cunt. And you know you are being a cunt. And you, George R. Martin, the fucking TV series is finished and you're still writing the fucking books.
Where you
Who
at,
the
dog?
fuck are you? Huh? No. So, shout out to Brent Weeks. What else did you read this year that was excellent?
Oh, I think it's been a slow year book-wise. I'd have to go back and look through my Kindle.
I've read a lot of books.
But I mean, hooking into that Sapiens,
Sapiens was fucking brilliant.
Which is nice.
What is it? Noah Yuval Harari?
I was going to say Yuval Harari.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say Yuval Ari after. What's his name?
Sapiens is brilliant, and I believe
it's just a good perspective.
I believe the new one was released this year, which is Homo Deus, which is Sapiens was a brief history of humankind.
Yep.
I think Deus is an outlook of where we may go, or where we can possibly go. Which it's quite scary, depending on how you look at it.
This long road with a drop of water.
Yeah.
God just becomes more buttery.
Ooh. Shout out to Harari. Fuck yeah.
Spread across your palate. This is delicious. This is like popcorn.
Oh, well, you know me. I'm not shy about adding a drop or two.
Yeah, I'd probably just go 3 tops.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
So I just topped it up with 20 mil. So I've added 3 drops to 20 mil. Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
it
that
just
brings
softens-
sweet notes out on the nose, doesn't
man,
it?
It just, seriously, that... All that's really missing is the...
Like there's heather honeys there on the nose now. There's a little bit of burnt orange peel.
buttered popcorn.
Oh, there's a little bit of burnt orange peel there. There's definitely, I mean, the butter is super prevalent.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time getting past it. I'm not finding much else. Except for that, yeah, the floral notes, the heather, maybe.
Yeah, the drops separated a little bit. So you've got the spice
Just
on
all
one
the
side
butter with just-
and the butter on the other. Yeah, it's just still really fucking well balanced and rounded for a no age statement.
That is beautiful.
Right.
I believe what
The
they've
legs.
gone through to get in the bottle to come all the way here. Stoked.
That is a superb gift, my friend. Thank you very, very fucking
You're
much.
most welcome. And that's not the end of it.
What do you mean it's not the end of it?
You get a complimentary download of Tools album. I think if you put that in there, that'll actually scan as a sale.
Yeah, right. Cool.
Because I ended up buying the art book as well as the...
As you
Australian
should.
version.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And so what are you looking forward to the most from this year that's just started?
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
I'm going to give you a minute or so to think about it. One of the things that I'm looking forward to...
I'm going to say that there's at least, how many? 36? There's at least 36 whiskies in our future. Because generally we tend to do 3 a month.
Yeah, nice. Yep. 36 whiskies. I was about to say, I'm looking forward to the progression of the podcast. Yeah, we're still rank fucking amateurs in this medium.
Don't sell it short. That's what makes us sound like rank amateurs.
But I really enjoyed doing these.
Mm-hmm.
And I look forward, I think we improve every episode. I look forward to continuing to improve every episode. I devour a lot of podcasts, and I respect the progression that the guys that I listen to, or the people that I listen to. It's not just dudes, but I respect the work they put in to improve. I respect what we do to keep trying to get better. I really look forward to all the whiskies that we're going to drink.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a big year.
And one of the
I'm
things I'm really
interested
looking forward
to
to
see-
is when we both go in a month or two's time and see Tool as well. That is going to be sick.
A big year of concerts. Actually was something we didn't address. Concerts.
Ooh, yes.
Who have you seen this year? 2019, that was...
Well, I reckon my top gig is probably going to run in line with your top gig. We went and saw them together. Went and saw them with some friends, and they were just fucking...
Not talking about old mate Miguel.
Oh,
Who
yes.
New
Yes.
Zealand artist.
Yes.
The
Zealand
crowbar.
art.
That was flawless.
It was.
That was mint.
It was a top 10 gig, full stop, and I think easily the best gig I saw this year. They were fucking amazing.
And just flawless.
They were. They
Absolutely flawless.
just so tight, so well mixed, so live.
Except old mate on the bass, she looked like she was just over it. But I thought everybody else was just flawless.
Well, she didn't make a mistake. She
didn't. That's why I ride harder bass lines. I don't know.
didn't.
She just looked over it. I thought.
They were fantastic. They were just absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Boppy for hanging around and Yeah,
Oh yeah, paparazzi.
that's it.
Paparazzi pocket.
Saving him from an awkward conversation and getting a photo as a reward. You fucking beauty.
Girls, I give a large commendation to Ghost at Download. I've seen Slayer 5, maybe 6 times. I opted to go see somebody that I'd never seen before.
Which is fair.
That happened to be Ghost, which is a band that I'm not heaps into, but having seen Slayer so many times, I'd opt for Ghost. And I am so glad I did.
Nice.
That was the decision of the day.
Nice.
Their set was just outstanding. It looked like a big marble cathedral, and the way the set was used, the lead singer, what is it, Papa Emeritus or something, I can't remember what his name is. He just crushed it. Just used the stage to its full advantage. The people that sort of came and went, like the lineup, I think, of the band was at least like 9 or 10 people.
Cool.
A lot of different people. I had 2 backing chicks on. They were also on keys. There was 3 guitarists, a drummer, bass player, singer, and then at one stage they played this instrumental, which was a saxophone solo. Like there was a saxophone solo in the middle, and the light came on in center of the stage, and they just pushed out like just some dude that looked really old but just wailed on sax, dressed as like a dead pope. And then when the sax solo was over, like he collapsed and like people like carried him off stage. Yeah, they were red hot.
Cool.
And I also think that Phil H. and
Phil Parrott. Yes.
That was a surprise.
So, what was that? King Parrott and
Phil
Anselmo and the Illegals.
Yeah.
Shout out for Phil Anselmo and the Illegals. The second half of that set was
unexpected.
It was a best of Pantera.
And
Mouth for War.
Unexpected in the best kind of way.
Oh, Mouth for War.
I had no idea that was going to happen.
New Level. I'm Broken. Strength Beyond Strength. Was it Strength Beyond Strength? I don't remember. Look, I can't be expected to remember the set list, but god damn it. That was...
You know, I've been in a band for years. You play around with a lot of people, and you hear a lot of guitarists do Pantera covers really, really well.
Absolutely.
It was amazing to hear the original voice sing those songs for the first time in...
what was it?
At least 15 years.
Was it 2001 we went and saw them at the Horden Pavilion? And that was the last time they played in Australia?
Yeah, that was on the back of Reinventing the Steel.
It was, Reinventing the Steel, and that was the last time they played in Australia. And so that was... Now I've seen...
So that's 18 years in the making.
I've seen Down a couple of times since then.
Okay.
But obviously they haven't played any Pantera tracks.
Track.
So to hear Phil singing Pantera songs for the first time since I was 20, that was fucking special. It was a good feeling. That was really special. So shout out to Phil Anselmo and the Illegals for that. And look,
shout out to Ash Barty for being world number 1 for about 35 seconds.
Well, I think she might still be number 1. But,
okay.
She didn't win the Grand Slam, but amazing year for Ms. Ash Barty and for Australian tennis. And I think the ATP World Cup or whatever they call it is about to start in the next couple of days. But
shout out to the Australian government for relaxing its tax on, what do you call it, inhalable items, and letting everybody smoke pretty much a pack and a half a day thanks to the bushfires.
Well, yeah, the bushfires have certainly affected us.
Well, that's it. They can't tax the ScoMo's going out of his brain. You can't tax the bushfires.
That's true. Mind you, bushfires don't tend to get you high or contain nicotine. So that's
Just to
the
cough
main
your ass
reason.
up just the
That's
same.
It's the main reason they can't tax you, but they can't be blamed for it.
No.
Fires happen.
Can be blamed about not doing enough about it.
Look, there is a lot of politics around the whole thing, and as having heard both sides passionately argue their case, I stand firmly on the fucking fence. Firmly. My feet are fucking nailed to that fucking fence. Because at the end of the day, it's a complex fucking issue, and there is no right answer. Like many things, the older I get, the more I realise there is no fucking
more shades of grey,
right.
isn't
It's
it?
so many shades of grey. Life is just nuance after nuance after nuance, and the amount of time I've spent yelling at people saying that I was right and that other people were wrong was wasted fucking time. It's nuances. It's all shades.
I don't know if we're losing our vision or if shit's getting greyer.
It's getting greyer. It is getting greyer. The more people that have got an opinion to voice, the more nuance we have, because at the end of the day, it's a complex fucking world we live in.
On a more positive note, best purchase of the year.
Ooh.
Anything sweet, anything that not have changed your life, but that brought you a fleeting moment of joy.
That's a fucking good question. I bought things I haven't used yet, so I can't count them.
Oh, is that your inversion table?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that fucking thing set up.
I'd count that. That's pretty good.
I'm looking forward to affecting back pain in a positive way. But I bought some nice whiskies this year. Honestly, if you were to ask me what my most valuable purchase of this year was, it'd be this microphone, because it allows us to fucking sit down and do this. Yeah, that's been something that I've gotten a huge amount out of. But at the same time, little things, darts.
I was wondering if you were going to go there.
How many fucking wonderful games of darts have I had?
Because
I bought good darts. I mean, did you get Finska this year, or was that a purchase from previous?
I think it was the year before, but it only just...
I've enjoyed playing Finska.
You sort of brought it out into the light. Past 6 months. Thought it was time. What the purchase that's changed my life in 2019 was wagon wheel pasta.
Yeah.
That. Talk about... And you were there with me.
I was.
I
was there with you when you made that decision.
Bitching about what sort of pasta that is the most bang for your buck. You want the most pasta coverage. You want the most sauce, surface area. So that's why I'm telling you, spirals. Spirals are the way to go.
Whereas I'm a penne boy. I've always been a penne boy.
Penne's, the holes don't get filled.
What depends on your sauce.
It does. It does.
But I agree with you, because I remember having this conversation in the fucking shopping centre, and all of a sudden,
what should appear in the aisle?
The solution fucking appears.
Wagon wheels.
Wagon wheel fucking pasta. I mean, who the fuck thought of this? They should be given a fucking medal. They should be...
They should be given the Nobel Prize.
Why don't they have the Nobel Prize? Why don't they have the Nobel fucking Prize?
I'm gonna riot.
I think you possibly have seen the slow degradation and extinction of all other types of pasta as a result of the invention of the wagon wheel pasta. It makes all other pasta superfluous, with the exception of fettuccine. Some people will always like long bits of pasta. That's the only thing that the wagon wheel pasta doesn't do. So it's okay to have long pasta and wagon wheel. But, penne, shells, spirals, all gone. All gone.
My wife is all about the shells and that. All they do is... I'm the one that cooks the fucking pasta. I go to taste the pasta. The shell is just full of hot water. I get my tongue scalded.
Of course it is. It's the downfall of the shape of the shell. Mm-hmm. And which is why people. Obviously people try and create new shapes because they recognise the deficiencies in the existing shapes. Whereas the wagon wheel solves
it's all about surface
the
area.
deficiencies. Exactly. It's surface area, it's coverage.
What was a caltrop? That thing that...
So a caltrop was a ball with at least 3 spikes.
No,
pointing
I'm
up
pretty
from it.
sure it was like 4, because whichever way it landed, it formed like a crazy pyramid, because you need 4 points to make a
That's the whole point of
triangular
having
pyramid.
3.
Yeah. So no, you got 4. So you
Maybe
got one
it is
each.
4.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a
So whichever way it landed, there
correct.
was always a
A
spike.
caltrop was a ball that always had,
Okay.
it was
That's it.
engineered in a way that
Caltrop.
it always had one pointing up.
Caltrop shaped pasta, because it's always
There
coming
you
to
go.
coverage. Yeah.
Nice analogy.
But could be that and
Fucking
wagon wheel
pasta.
in the octagon.
Nice.
I don't have too much more to say, dude. Outstanding gifts.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Look, I don't think we've got much more to add to this, do we?
Huh.
Well, the whole point was trying
No.
to keep this to a short one.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry
This has
fucking
been
Christmas.
outstanding. Hope you got everything you asked for and more. Maybe a sneaky bit of backdoor. Maybe a nice gobby.
I hope you enjoyed your Christmas. I hope it was everything that you wanted it to be. I hope you're not affected by the fires or anything negative like that. I hope that the new year 2020 brings you much whiskey, much joy, much happiness, and much of all of that stuff with fucking mates.
Much prosperity, much more cooler weather, and a little bit of rain would be nice.
Because at the end of the day, no matter what stuff you're enjoying, it's always far more fun when you're enjoying it with some other cunt. So, sláinte.
Sláinte.
This episode is brought to you by Rupert's Pet Cremation and Transport. Rupert's Pet Cremation and Transport offers individual pet cremations on the Central Coast. They aim to ease the grief associated with losing a beloved pet by providing a compassionate and respectful service. Rupert's fully trained and caring team will look after everything, from the collection to the return of your pet's ashes within 4 business days. They have a range of urns to choose from, and you can personalise the plaque with your own inscription. Furthermore, each cremation package comes with a free memorial box with a range of keepsakes. You can also customise your package by adding a framed paw print mould and or garden memorial stone. Information is available at www.rpct.com.au. Mention the Living the Dram podcast for a free paw print mould with your cremation package. Conditions apply. Rupert's Pet Cremation and Transport. Treat your pet like their own.
This episode of Living the Dram is brought to you by the Doof Bus, providing safe, fun, affordable and responsible travel to music festivals around Australia. Do you love festivals but hate driving? I do. Actually, I went down to the snow not long ago, and the best thing that I did was caught a coach instead of driving. Geez, it took the burden out of it. The Doof Bus has been safely carrying people interstate for 5 years and is much more than a coach journey. The Doof Bus is an environmentally friendly alternative to driving, and they're committed to reducing the carbon footprint of festivals. The Doof Bus offers you an experience you'll never forget. You're going to make new friends for life, travelling with a bunch of awesome, like-minded doofers. Rather than spending over $100 on petrol, then driving hours to rural Australia, then being herded like a domestic animal into holding pens while you wait to get in, you'll be catching a bus with a professional driver, so you can sit back and relax and get psyched with the other passengers, like no fuss. And there's no fretting about getting pulled over by the cops. Like, we know what you doofers are like. There's storage space too, so you don't have to worry about stuffing your car to the brim, not being able to see out the back, driving in an unsafe environment. And the party keeps going once you arrive. You'll have the chance to pitch a tent at the designated Doof Bus camping area, where the team will provide a kick-ass camp and keep the good times rolling. The 2019-2020 summer will see the Doof Bus head to Rainbow, Earth Frequency, Esoteric, and Rabbits Eat Lettuce. Unfortunately, Subsonic has been postponed due to the post-apocalyptic weather that we are experiencing in New South Wales. Single doof return trips cost from $100, but if you're multi-doofing this year, you got those itching dancing feet and feel that only one festival this summer isn't going to satiate, you can book multiple trips and save cash. For every additional trip that you book, you'll save another $30. Be part of the solution. Check out www.doofbus, that's DOOFBUS.com.au for more info. Terms and conditions apply.